My neighbor is a fertility specialist, then she suggested we try the natural method, together. I stared at Dr. Eliza Morgan's business card in my trembling hands, her words echoing in my mind, there's another approach we could try, together. My neighbor of 3 years, the respected fertility specialist I'd finally worked up the courage to consult professionally, had just suggested something that crossed every boundary I thought existed between us. As I looked up from her pristine desk into her compassionate eyes, I realized my journey to parenthood was about to take a turn I never imagined possible. If you're enjoying this story, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more emotional journeys that explore the complicated terrain of modern relationships and parenthood. 6 months earlier, my wife Sophia and I had moved into the charming Victorian house on Maple Street with dreams of filling its many bedrooms with children. We'd been trying for 2 years already, and the quiet desperation was beginning to wear on us both. "James, we need to talk," Sophia said one evening, her voice cracking as she sat at our kitchen island. Fertility test results spread before her like a grim puzzle. "The doctor says my chances they're almost non-existent." I crossed the room and held her as she sobbed into my chest. "We'll figure it out," I promised, though I had no idea how. The next morning, I was raking leaves when our neighbor emerged from her house. Dr. Eliza Morgan was something of a neighborhood celebrity, a renowned fertility specialist whose practice had helped countless couples conceive. We'd exchanged pleasantries over the years, but never anything more. "Beautiful day for yard work," she called, coffee mug in hand as she collected her newspaper. "Just trying to keep up with the neighborhood standards," I replied with a forced smile. She paused, studying my face. "Everything all right, James? You seem troubled." Perhaps it was her professional demeanor or simply my need to unburden myself, but I found myself confessing our struggles. "Sophia and we've been trying to have a baby. Just found out yesterday that it's probably not going to happen naturally." Eliza's expression softened. "I'm so sorry. That's actually my specialty, you know. If you ever want to talk options." 3 weeks later, Sophia left. The fertility struggles had merely been the final crack in a foundation that had been weakening for years. "I can't do this anymore," she'd said, suitcases already packed. "I need to find myself before I can be anyone's mother." I was watering the neglected garden Sophia had started when Eliza appeared at the fence between our properties. "I haven't seen Sophia around," she said gently. "She's gone," I replied, surprised by how steady my voice sounded. Decided parenthood wasn't her journey after all. Eliza was quiet for a moment. "And you? Is it still yours?" The question caught me off guard. Was it? Despite everything, I realized the answer hadn't changed. "Yes," I said. "It is. Come by my office next week," she offered. "As a friend. We can discuss options for single parents." Her clinic was nothing like I'd imagined, warm and inviting rather than clinical. Eliza walked me through various possibilities: sperm donors, surrogacy, adoption. "These are all viable paths," she explained, "but they're expensive and often emotionally taxing." I nodded, overwhelmed by information and the realization that my dream still felt impossibly distant. "There's another approach some of my patients have considered," she said carefully, her professional demeanor shifting slightly. "It's unconventional, but sometimes the most direct solution is the natural one." "Natural?" I repeated, confused. "James," she said, leaning forward, "I've been considering having a child myself for years. My biological clock isn't getting any quieter, and I've never found the right partner." She took a deep breath. "What if we helped each other? No clinical intervention, no donors or surrogates. Just two people who both want a child, creating one together." The silence that followed felt eternal. This accomplished, beautiful woman, my neighbor, was suggesting we conceive a child together. "I'm not proposing a relationship," she clarified quickly. "Just co-parenting. We already live next door to each other." The arrangement would be practical. Practical, I echoed, my mind racing. Think about it, she said, handing me her card with her personal number scrawled on the back. This isn't a decision to make lightly. For weeks, I couldn't stop thinking about her proposal. Was it crazy? Unethical? Or was it simply two adults making a conscious choice to create a family outside conventional boundaries? I called her on a rainy Sunday evening. Can we talk more about this arrangement? Over dinner at her house, we discussed logistics, expectations, and boundaries. Eliza was methodical, addressing every concern before I could voice it. What about feelings? I finally asked. What if one of us develops them? She set down her wine glass. I've thought about that. I can't promise emotions won't complicate things, but I can promise honesty. Can you? I nodded, realizing I was actually considering this. One more thing, she said. If we do this, I want our child to know the truth from the beginning. No secrets, no shame about how they came to be. 3 months of conversations followed. We drafted agreements, consulted therapists, and slowly, a friendship deepened between us. I discovered Eliza's dry humor, her passion for old films, her fear of thunderstorms. She learned about my love of cooking, my collection of vinyl records, my childhood dream of writing children's books. The night we decided to try for the first time was awkward, clinical almost, despite the candles and wine. But as weeks passed, something unexpected happened. The mechanical nature of our arrangement gave way to genuine connection. What had begun as a practical solution was becoming something neither of us had anticipated. This isn't what I expected, Eliza confessed one night as we lay together, the moonlight casting shadows across her face. Having second thoughts? I asked, suddenly afraid. The opposite, she whispered. I'm afraid I'm breaking my own rules. I'm developing feelings for you, James. The relief I felt told me everything I needed to know about my own heart. 6 weeks later, Eliza emerged from the bathroom, pregnancy test in hand, tears streaming down her face. It worked, she said simply. The pregnancy transformed everything. We decided to renovate the space between our houses, creating one large family home. As Eliza's body changed, so did our relationship, deepening into something neither of us had been looking for but both now cherished. The day our daughter was born, Lily Morganhays, I understood that families aren't made according to plans or conventions. They're formed in the spaces between hope and chance, between pragmatism and love. 5 years later, as I watch Eliza teaching Lily how to plant sunflower seeds in what was once the border between our separate lives, I marvel at how the most unexpected turns can lead us exactly where we're meant to be. Sometimes the most natural method isn't about biology at all, it's about finding the courage to rewrite the rules of love and family, one honest conversation at a time. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue sharing stories that explore the complex, beautiful ways we create family and connection in today's world. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or your own unconventional family story, we'd love to hear from you.